Hello and welcome to Joinis Prime. We are coming to you from our studios here at Koko Mime in Accra. We're live on DSTV channel 421, GoTV 125, and around the world on myjoyonline.com. I am Carlos Kaloni.
And I am Faustina Safa. Tonight, former Auditor General Daniel Domelevo accuses the former Attorney General Ayiko Otoo of presenting fake documents during the investigations into petitions against the former Chief Justice Torkonoo.
Also, NPP Chairman Wontumi to spend night behind bars after failing to meet 25 million cedi sureties imposed in two different cases for his alleged role in Galamsey.
Also tonight, Ghana Private Road Transport Union puts government on notice, warning transport fares will inevitably rise in fuel prices if fuel prices are increased in the next pricing windows.
And key government business, including 2026 budget presentation and repeal of LI 2462, face potential delay over Speaker Bagbe's suspension of Parliament resumption date indefinitely.
Please stay for details.
Tonight, former Attorney General Daniel Domelevo, or Auditor General, I should say, has accused former Attorney General Ayiko Otoo of presenting fake documents during the investigation into petitions against former Chief Justice Torkonoo. This development comes after Ayiko Otoo expressed satisfaction with the committee's decision alleging procedural breaches and questioning the authenticity of documents relied upon. Daniel Domelevo, a member of the committee, claims Ayiko Otoo submitted falsified documents, including a letter signed by the Judicial Secretary appointing the Chief Justice, what he described as, quote, fake evidence.
Let's come to Mr. Ayiko Otoo's attack on me. I find it very interesting. He said he has provided all the evidence to Mr. Domelevo, a former Auditor General, and I sat there and I didn't take it, and other people, I was whatever influenced my decision, he doesn't know. I want to put it on record that he provided us with evidence that were fake evidence. It will interest you to know that it is the junior of the Chief Justice, the Judicial Secretary, who appointed the Chief Justice.
How is that?
Yes, that letter he produced is signed by the Judicial Secretary appointing a Chief Justice. So if you follow the briefing that the Attorney General has been given, a lot of work is going on. Will you ask, are you satisfied? I'll say no, I am not satisfied. Because I can't see the end of the tunnel, not to talk about the light.
Well, joining us on the Zoom is former Attorney General Ayiko Otoo. First of all, what's your reaction to this claim by Daniel Domelevo? We are trying to reconnect.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Sorry that I forgot to unmute. I'm saying that thanks for the opportunity, because to make such serious allegations, one would wonder whether Mr. Domelevo was actually being serious or just playing politics. I mean, when the Chief Justice was appointed Chief Justice of this country, it was on television, and I think everybody saw the president presenting with a warrant of office. In fact, it is this warrant of office which another president, I say, has now revoked. So I don't see how the Domelevo will say that what we tendered was a warrant. No, you were investigating into the conditions of service, the privileges, the salaries, and opportunities that are given to a Chief Justice. And I keep talking about a spending officer. The spending officer is the one at the institution who looks after budgetary allocations and how the budget is used, so that if at the end of the day some items do not appear to have been used in accordance with the policy, then that person will be held responsible. It is that person who will be surcharged or whatever expenditure has done is said to have been disallowed. So we talk about disallowances and surcharges. In this case, the Judicial Secretary, after the Chief Justice had assumed office, wrote to her, telling her that these are some of the privileges of your office, that you are entitled to at least travel twice in a year. It is this kind of thing that we're trying to prove that it was not an unapproved travel, but it was part of her conditions of service. So we brought the letter, which was signed by the spending officer, who also happens to be the Judicial Secretary, to show the conditions that the Chief Justice was.
But he's saying that letter has been falsified.
They didn't say so. What he says is that that letter ought to have come from the president, because it is the president who appoints. Listen to him again. He didn't say that that letter itself has been falsified. No. So his point is that to talk about an appointment of a Chief Justice, and that was why he was referring to the title, that apart from the title, he suspects the letter. And I'm saying I'm surprised, because he ought to know. Again, during the trial, if he felt it was a fake letter, he could have called the Judicial Secretary and quizzed her and asked her, did you sign this letter? So on what basis has he waited since the 1st of September for him to now come out to say what he's saying now?
So this concern was not raised at the time you were meeting the committee at all?
Never. We told that, look, first of all, this is, a lot of you are reading law. Is it for me to bring evidence? Is it not for a client to give me a document to tender on their behalf? So to even, ascribe it to me, it's disingenuous. Why? Am I
but you are a lawyer, of course. You would have to look at the evidence that you're going to rely on. Have you done that check yourself to ascertain for a fact that that document was authentic?
Look, I'm telling you, official duty is presumed to have been officially done. And this was an official letter which was sent to her by the Judicial Secretary. So the presumption is on their side. The presumption of genuineness is on their side. Domelevo, what work has it done? Is it for me to go and investigate and ask questions? The letter has been given to me, an official letter from the Office of the Judicial Secretary. It's presumed to have been officially done. It is right that the onus is on him. And he didn't do this, and today he's going to sit on radio to be talking this way. Is it fair?
What are you going to do next about this whole matter? What is the next line of action?
Well, we will advise ourselves. That's all I'll say now.
You taking him to court?
I said we will advise ourselves.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us here on Join Us Prime.
Away from that, the Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP, Bernard Inchi-Bisiako, Chairman Wontumi, popularly called, will spend the night behind bars after failing to meet a 25 million Ghana cedis bail sum imposed with two sureties in different cases before the Criminal Divisional Court of Accra. The embattled Chairman Wontumi has been placed on a stop list and banned from traveling abroad, and is also accused of destroying 13 hectares of land in the Tano Nimri forest.
Well, these accusations are in a second case filed against Chairman Wontumi for allegedly engaging in illegal mining. In the first case filed against him, also related to illegal mining, he is accused of signing a mineral right without approval and facilitating illegal mining. Chairman Wontumi denies all these charges. My colleague Kweku Asante has been in court all day covering these two cases in our report.
Of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard Inchi-Bisiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, is facing two separate criminal cases of alleged illegal mining activities involving his company, Akonta Mining Limited. Both cases were heard at the High Court here in Accra, where he has pleaded not guilty to all the charges. Chairman Wontumi's legal troubles deepened this week when he appeared before the police CID prior to being put before two different courts in Accra to answer a total of 13 charges, all linked to alleged illegal mining operations in the Torkonoo Forest Reserve and Samreboy in the Western region. Chairman Wontumi and 4 others, including his Akonta Mining Company Limited, were arraigned on 7 counts of unlawful mining and environmental destruction. The prosecution alleged that Akonta Mining, under the direction of Chairman Wontumi and his associates, operated illegally within the Torkonoo Forest Reserve in 2022, despite being denied a permit to do so. They are accused of destroying about 13 hectares of land, felling over 300 trees, and erecting buildings within the reserve without authorization. After hearing arguments from both sides, the court in this matter granted Chairman Wontumi bail in the sum of 10 million cedis with 2 sureties, one of whom must justify with landed property. Earlier in the day, Chairman Wontumi had appeared in another criminal court where he faced 6 separate charges for breaches of Ghana's mining laws. In that case, he was granted 15 million cedis bail with 3 sureties and placed on a stop list at all entry and exit points of the country. The court also ordered him to deposit his passport, report to investigators twice a month. The 6 counts in that case includes unauthorized assignment of mineral rights and facilitating unlicensed mining operations, which prosecutors say occurred within Akonta Mining's concession at Samreboy in the Western region. A second accused person, Kwame Entry, is currently at large. Both cases stem from investigations by the Criminal Investigations Department, which found evidence of large-scale destruction in parts of the Torkonoo Forest Reserve. Officials say excavators bearing Akonta Mining's logo were used in operations that led to the extensive environmental damage, including river pollution and deforestation. Chairman Wontumi has maintained his innocence in both cases. Bernard Enchibo has since failed to meet the bail conditions, at least for tonight, and will sleep in police custody.
What these bail conditions mean for NPP's Ashanti Regional Chairman Wontumi Bernard Enchibo is that until this trial, in which he is accused of facilitating illegal mining, is concluded, he is unable to travel outside the country, perhaps without the permission of the court. And any time he wishes to do so on any basis, he would have to apply to the court for the court to give him permission, or perhaps for the court to revise the bail conditions. But until then, Chairman Wontumi is not allowed to travel outside the country. Reporting for Joy News, Kweku Asante, High Court Complex, Accra.
Still on illegal mining, a fresh wave of illegal mining activities has hit Asante Achimbompata in the Ashanti region, leaving vast stretches of cocoa farms destroyed and local farmers devastated. Residents say the miners who began tripping into the area in recent weeks are digging pits and diverting water bodies that serve as a lifeline for the community. According to affected farmers, the illegal miners have taken over productive cocoa farms, uprooting trees and contaminating the soil and streams. My colleague Nana Bwachi Yadum joins me live from the Ashanti region with more on this. Nana, what is the extent of destruction in this community?
Firstly, this is the very beginning of the illegal miners' invasion into Boadi in the Asante Achim South constituency. And for the very start, where they've been able to get into cocoa farms, they have been destroying several farmlands, with farmers complaining severely about how the destruction is affecting their yields. Not just cocoa farms, but other plantations in the area have been affected. The miners came in about 2 weeks ago, and they have been able to make way into some large acre of land, and some of them cocoa farms, destroying them to the extent that has led the chiefs to complain bitterly about their activities. Well, they have come into the community to engage with authorities to give them some portion of land, because to them, they have realized that there seem to be some gold in the community, and they want to take it upon themselves to dig it. The chiefs refuse to give them that order or the authority, but they've taken it into their own hands, gone into some of the cocoa farms that you see on your screen, and they have started digging into the farm that belongs to these hardworking farmers, leaving them to complain. And so the extent of damage at this point has become severe, leaving chiefs and then residents complaining bitterly.
Have they officially reported it to the police?
Well, an official complaint has been made to the municipal chief executive. We are being told that the chief of the area has also gotten himself involved severely, making sure that there's swift government intervention. The farmers themselves reached out to us this afternoon and gave us all these footages that you see. They also said that they are going to make an official complaint to the police and also call on NIMOS to also help. So for now, a lot of interventions are being made to make sure that this damage does not really extend deeply into the community.
So no official police report yet, but has the police even visited the site in the first place, just to assess the extent of damage?
As I speak to you, no authority has visited the area. The confirmation or clarification that we've had from the residents indicates that for about 2 weeks now since they came, they've been doing it, hiding themselves from any form of visibility, and the authorities are unable to trace them. But then they are going to press charges continuously with the police and also reach out to the regional minister to also bring forth the national security to help them in getting rid of these miners.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Let's now take you to Parliament, because key government businesses, especially presentation of the 2026 budget, may face potential delay due to the postponement of Parliament resumption date indefinitely. Speaker Alban Bagbin, in a press statement on September 29, announced that the House will resume from recess on October 14, 2025, after 2.5 months of break. But just yesterday, the Speaker, in another statement, has announced that he has suspended the resumption until further notice, and in his own words, due to circumstances beyond his control. There's more in the following report.
Apart from the regular parliamentary business of debate and adoption of committee reports, bills, and others, the consideration of key government businesses, especially budget presentation, is important to the smooth running of every government. That is why even before Dr. Kasela Tuforsen could present his first budget as finance minister, he was hopeful that his next one, the 2026 budget, will be presented in October 2025, earlier than the usual November presentation. This was his reason.
Again, we'll come back and hold. And this year, you want to read the budget in October, I believe. So we'll get to
October ending.
October ending. Okay. And if that happens, okay, if that happens to be the earliest, yes, the budget for the next year has been read.
I believe we should give the MPs enough time for them to peruse the document and appreciate it and debate it well. And so I'm looking at October ending so they can have 2 good months to be.
On the other hand, one major issue that has transcended the fight against Galamsey has been the civil society organization's call for outright termination of LI 2462, which allows for forest reserves to be mined. Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine, in the president's encounter with CSOs on the fight against Galamsey, did not only announce a repeal of the bill, but was specific on the exact date a bill will be laid in Parliament to revoke the LI.
We have prepared an instrument, that is LI 2505, in my office, and that will be laid in Parliament on the 14th. The Minister and I have agreed that on the 14th of October, when Parliament resumes, we'll lay that instrument to revoke the famous LI 2462, which is the infamous LI 2462, so that there will be no basis whatsoever for anybody to tamper with, with our forest. So immediately it is laid, within 21 days, it matures, and from that time onwards, we will not have LI 2462.
It is, however, obvious that these two key matters may suffer setbacks following the Speaker's indefinite postponement of an earlier 14th October resumption date. The Speaker, in this statement, says the postponement has become necessary due to circumstances beyond his control. As to what the circumstances are, it is still unclear. But for now, both the AG and the Finance Minister may have to wait a bit longer to bring these businesses before the legislature.
Away from that, the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU, has put the government on notice warning that the transport fares will inevitably rise if fuel prices continue to increase, especially within the next pricing window. The union's warning comes amid concerns that a hike in fuel prices could further burden commuters already grappling with high cost of living. The public relations officer of the GPRTU, Abbas Moro, spoke today at a news conference. Fatau Bayaga reports.
The transport union is calling on the government to ensure stability in the prices of petroleum products to effectively enhance the operations of drivers. The union warns that any further increase above the current fuel prices of 14 cedis 20 pesos per litre and 13 cedis 38 pesos per litre for diesel and petrol respectively will prompt an upward adjustment of fares to recoup their lost revenue. Abbas Ibrahim Moro is the public relations officer of the union.
This call has become necessary because there has been a gradually progressive increment in fuel prices since operators reduced transport fares by 15% from 2nd May 2025 by 12.69 per litre and 11.34 per litre for diesel and petrol respectively. We are therefore informing the general public that any further increase in the present fuel prices of 14.20 per litre and 13.38 per litre for diesel and petrol respectively shall compel us to increase transport fares to accommodate the lost revenue.
He explains that the refusal of spare parts dealers to lower their prices is further affecting the operations.
So we are just pleading with all those in authority to make sure if they can reduce it, they should maintain the prices at where they are today so that we could also manage with the struggling that we are going through with the spare parts which hasn't visited any reduction, lubricants which hasn't visited any reduction, and other components as well, so that we will move the nation forward.
He also notes that although the union is yet to officially engage the government, it is hoping to get a response from authorities following the press conference.
We are ever ready. We are more than ready to engage government. We strongly believe also, since we've come up in a press conference, they will see how serious we are. They will act swiftly on it for us. We haven't yet. This is the fastest way to contact any government on earth. This is the fastest. We will come out with a press release and everybody will see what we are doing. Ghanaians will hear what we are doing. Our drivers will also hear what we have said.
For Joy News, Fatau Bayaga, Accra.
Let's now take you to the Ashanti region because an audit of the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council has revealed worrying discrepancies in staff records, with 23 employees reported missing and 84 appearing as unknown. Appearing before Parliament Local Government Committee, Regional Minister Frank Amwakohene attributed the situation to staff transfers and administrative delays, explaining that officers who are moved to new stations are sometimes listed as missing or unknown due to gaps in validation between the old and new postings. There's more in the following report.
The Ashanti region is still in the spotlight here at the local government committee sitting, where the regional minister and most of his MMDCEs have continued the appearance before the committee.
So before you are paid your salary, we will have to validate you to make sure that you belong to the entity where your name reflects and where you are serving. So if you are declared missing, it means that your name is not found in the entity. However, you are working there. The negative is that you don't get paid. However, if you are declared unknown, what it means is that your name is on their PV and you are expected to receive salary. But because you are not validated, owing to the fact that you don't work there any longer, your salary will still not come unless you are validated at your new station.
Okay, so another thing on your official vehicles without roadworthy certificates. This is an issue that has come up here before. How do you intend to address it?
Definitely, we cannot be driving with vehicles without these certificates. The challenge, as we were confronted with, was the fact that the cars were handed over to us by the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Unfortunately, when the handing over was being done, the accompanying car documents did not get to the RCC. So it was difficult to get to the GVLA and get them to renew the roadworthy certificate and the insurance accordingly. Following the audit query and initial intervention of the RCC, letters have been sent to the ministry. And hopefully, have you gotten the letters back yet? We are still hoping to get the documents from the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs.
Well, today, the Idra Setre Dumase Municipal Chief Executive, he said that he has cancelled the contract with Zoom Lion.
Yes, with the sanitation aspect, there are three components of sanitation in the municipality. We have fumigation, then we have SIP, and then we have sweepers. With the sweepers, we are taking it away from the Zoom Lion. We give it to a different contractor at the local level to do the project for us. In the sense that with the Zoom Lion, monitoring the sweepers is a problem, it's ineffective, and then the payment system is very bad. Because of that, some will come to work, some don't come to work. A lot of them, even they are owing so many people, they come for fill. So if we take it from them, we give it to local people, which is at our closed door, we can monitor him, so I can also monitor the sweepers. Then we give him more opportunity to pay them adequately so that they can bring out their best in the sweeping.
From Parliament House, my name is Kenneth Jesse for Joy News.
You're still watching Joy News Prime. When we return, Health Facilities Regulatory Agency, HEFRA, is taking a tougher stance on unlicensed health facilities operating across the country. I have the Chief Executive here with me on Joy News Prime. After this quick turn, we'll have that conversation. Please stay tuned in.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us here on Joy News Prime. Now, the National Service Authority is set to put 10,000 national service personnel through rigorous military training, aiming to reshape the mindset of young graduates and instill values of responsibility and national duty. The 6-week training program, conducted in collaboration with the Ghana Armed Forces, will see participants stationed at various military bases nationwide, where they will undergo quote and unquote real military conditions and training in basic weapon handling and combat drills. Collins Frimpong has more in the following report.
About 132,000 tertiary graduates are expected to undertake their national service this year. Of these, 10,000 personnel will participate in military training. According to the authority, the trainees selected for this year's program will be split into 2 batches of 5,000 each and stationed at various military bases. Speaking to Joy News, the acting executive director of NSA, Ruth Della Sedo, said the training will include intense military training exercise and combat drills, as the authority aims to instill discipline among the youth.
We are going to subject them to proper military training. Of course, is the basics of it. So if, for example, a typical military man runs how many kilometers a day? Of course, they 20 kilometers. Let's say 20 kilometers. Of course, maybe they will do about 5 or so. You know, it's not going to be the same, but of course, they have to go through every process that it is to know that yes, they've been through military training properly, so-called, and including handling of weapons. You know, yes,
in a bid to curb the growing menace of payroll fraud that has siphoned millions of cedis from the authority. She revealed that the NSA plans to undergo annual payroll audits.
And I have said to them that for maybe every 6 months, every 1 year, we will do periodic auditing of the system. Yes, with controller, with GIPS, with NIA, with audit service. If it goes beyond audit service, we can even procure the services of private, audit firms every year. I think that is something we have to subject our systems to, because we are all fallible, we are humans, and systems can always be manipulated. Even though, to a large extent, we have subjected it to a lot of tests that proves that it's very robust and it's not it's impenetrable, but for the sake of accountability and ensuring that we safeguard the monies, the taxpayers, money, I have proposed that we subject the system to thorough annual auditing.
With the authority having completed its payroll audit as directed by President John Mahama and internally developed a new portal with the support of GIPS and NI at no cost, prospective national service personnel are set to begin registration on Wednesday, October 8, while service will officially commence on Monday, November 3. Reporting for Joy News, Collins Frempong.
Let's shift our attention now to the health sector. The Health Facilities Regulatory Agency, HEFRA, is taking a tougher stance, really, on unlicensed health facilities operating across the country. The agency says it is stepping up enforcement against operators whose centers are being shut down during its ongoing nationwide exercise. Since Monday, October 6, HEFRA has locked down nearly 10 health institutions within the Greater Accra region, part of a broader effort, really, to sanitize the country's healthcare delivery system. The move follows inspections that reveal several facilities are running on expired licenses, compromising service standards. Well, thankfully, I have the Chief Executive Officer of HEFRA, Dr. Winfred Ba, join us live here on Joy News Prime. We appreciate your time, Dr. Ba. Now, some of these facilities have reportedly operated without valid license for years. In some cases, like we have found, close to a decade. How do HEFRA really ensure they are monitoring the system? How did you miss this for so long?
Very much. As you know, we have a lot of facilities in the country, and unfortunately, I think HEFRA has shortage, lack of personnel, and then logistics. So, for example, out of the 16 regions, we are present in 10 of them, and so some of our regional offices do not have vehicles. So sometimes some of these elude us. Thankfully, sometimes we get tip-offs from citizens, from other health practitioners and other people. So I think that is one of the reasons. But not to hold breath. I think that probably we've also not been too much up to the game. But I can tell you, since this new government took over, we have taken it upon ourselves to make sure that we reset the health sector. We have done inspections, monitoring. We have identified some of those facilities, and that is why we are taking the action. And this must not happen. With the new HEFRA now, we are hoping that no facility will operate without a license, because it will be made clear to everyone that nobody can run away with it, because the law will deal with you.
Now, while these closures are necessary, patients who depend on these clinics, they may have nowhere else to go. And how is HEFRA balancing enforcement with ensuring that we have access to good health care?
So what we do is, when we are going, we get an ambulance to follow us. Before we go, we do our feasibility studies. We look at the facility. If it's a facility that admits patients, then for some of them, we give them a transfer all their patients before the time.
Doc, I seem to have lost connection to you.
Sorry, yes. Please, can you hear me?
Loud and clear now.
Sorry. Yeah, so we give them advance, but most of them are clinics that are day clinics. So we go, if we have like 1 or 2 people on admission, we try and transfer them to the next available facility, and then we close them down.
Thank you so much for your time here on Joe News Prime.
Away from that, one company in Ghana that specializes in the manufacturing of high-quality plastic products will be at this year's EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair to help you choose from a wide range of plastic items, including pipes and fittings. That company is Interplast Ghana, the best choice for your water tanks, floor and wall panels, drip irrigation systems, and storage containers. More importantly, every product from Interplast is eco-friendly. What an effective way to save money from October 23 to 26 at the Accra International Conference Center. Here's more from the company.
First, we are into the manufacturing and distribution of plastic pipes and fittings, and also our everlast windows and endorsed. Yes, so here we have PPR pipes, we have borehole pipes, we have corrugated pipes, we have the HDPE pipes, and then the PVC pipes as well. And then the fittings to couple these particular pipes. We also have UPVC doors and the windows for your buildings, your projects, and then any other use you want to use them for. We have here our panelized CNG. It's used for your inside and then outside ceiling. Yes, so if you want to contact Interplast, you can call us on 0302-819000.
Walk us through the cost effectiveness of your products.
Our products are of high quality, so once you are paying a price for the product, you know you are getting the quality you want. So what we have a saying here: I'm not rich enough to buy cheap. Right. Yes, so that means the price of our product goes with the quality of the product. Yes, and then once you are ready to buy, we can consider some discounts when you are ready.
Away from that, for the first time ever, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon, has clinched their first ever win at the Energy Commission's Renewable Energy Challenge with a project that blends artificial intelligence and healthcare. The innovation is an AI-powered system designed to diagnose ailments and assist doctors. My colleague Jacqueline Ansmayebwa has more in the following report.
My team and I, Presec Legon, the STEM team, we came up with this innovative solution, what we call the HealthPort, a robust system that is fitted with a comprehensive set of sensors.
The boys from Legon Presec dazzled the judges with an innovative AI-powered system designed to deliver primary healthcare services, a brilliant fusion of technology and purpose. The smart machine scans patient, detects ailment, and even conducts live interactive sessions to collect details and make early diagnosis. According to the excited Presec team, their project is just the beginning of something bigger.
A lot of thoughts go through your head, both excitement, nervousness, fear, but I feel like all in all we still pushed through, and it's been a very exciting journey all in all. We are really glad that we've made it this far.
The next step is for the project to go international. We want it to go to international. I mean, we want it to compete with the likes of MIT and those days.
I mean, who didn't see this coming? It's like an expected victory every time Presec is in a competition. So all the other competitions that we are going to be in, don't expect to win because it's always going to be Presec.
Presec is Presec, and Presec is the best. In that light, we shall see light.
A Hunterman Girls Senior High School, who placed second after finishing 5th last year, say the improvement alone feels like a win.
For everything happens for a reason. We are very grateful. We've done our best. Last year we were 5th, but this year we came second. We've done very well.
Senior Manager for Renewable Energy Regulation and Project Coordinator for the Challenge, Julius Nkansa Nyako, praised this year's entries. He assured that the Commission's support won't end here. The goal is to see the innovations brought to life beyond the competition stage.
Get 120 schools to participate in such an activity, then it's very, 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 very good. What really stands out for me has been the project that we had that solved some of the health delivery challenges that we had in the country. And you could tell from the winning project, the one developed by the Presecans, if such a project is developed further, this can be used in remote areas, rural communities, or even in the cities. The Commission is looking beyond just the winning project. We are going to collaborate with our partners to look at all the 6 projects that came to the finals and see how best we can work together to develop all these projects and see which of these could be commercially viable.
So, as the last theme on this year's Renewable Energy Challenge, it's clear Presec Legon has sparked a new wave of innovation that could redefine how technology powers healthcare in Ghana. For Joy News, I'm Jacqueline Ansama Yaboa.
Well, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu has, in a stern and swift response, cautioned teachers against misconduct and emphasizing that no teacher will escape accountability for their actions. President of the Ghana National Association of Teachers sparked controversy with a suggestion that teachers should consider courting single female teachers instead of sexually abusing female students under their care. However, the Education Minister has quickly dismissed the suggestion, urging teachers to maintain professionalism and respect for their students. Well,
and we'll give you that foul return from this quick 10.
Right.
Well, it's time for Showbiz, and Becky Bex joins me in the studio. Today, we're both in our element. We want to be pampered. We want baby girl treatment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember the song? No, I'm not sure you remember the song.
No, please. I'm a child.
So what do you remember?
Nothing.
So Aso is 20 years.
Okay.
So Kwabna, he's celebrating 20 years of Aso, and he has announced that the remix of his classic song, Aso, will soon be released. Speaking on Daybreak Hits, he revealed that the new version features Stonebwoy and Kofi Kinata. The project forms part of activities marking the 20th anniversary of his debut album, Aso.
With the remix, the Aso remix.
Charlie, it's all cooked and done.
Hey! when is it dropping, though?
You know, we actually making preparation for its release. Of course, we'll release it by all means before December.
Okay. Okay.
We'll release it.
We are looking forward to that one.
December. We are putting every promotional tool and everything together to actually come and serve the fans. It's a masterpiece. Matter of fact, it features two great giants, great artists that I have a lot of love and I have a lot of respect for.
Awesome.
Big up yourself, the Beam President, and big up yourself, Kofi Kinata.
Okay. So Stonebwoy and Kofi are on the remix, right?
That's right.
Are they the only people on?
Yeah, matter of fact, this is the first remix. You see, we celebrating 20 years of a great song. So, of course, it's in order that there will be a couple of remixes. This is the first remix to hit the ground. And by all means, God willing, next year, you hear another remix.
Well, Kwabna right then. I'm very excited about, the two people on the remix, that is Stonebwoy and Kinata. Speaking about Stonebwoy, I caught up with him recently at the German ambassador's residence.
Okay.
Yeah. Should I say that again?
Yes,
so that you understand where I was? At the German ambassador's residence. And I mean,
international, Becky.
Yes, please. we had a really long chat, and I asked him about what Send Them a Prayer, which is a song on his EP, Torture, what it's all about and the inspiration behind that song. And Stonebwoy has been explaining exactly what Send Them a Prayer, which happens to be my favorite song of that EP.
What inspired this track, which embodies rare emotions and deep lyrical dexterity?
Yeah, I think to envision what a song will do in terms of how it connects to the masses is one thing that every creative does before the song comes out, because you are imagining, because we create from imaginations. And then definitely there's some reality that you can also put into the creation. So I think Send Them a Prayer is one of the songs that are very personal to me as well, in terms of it was not only created imaginatively, but it was also an experience that I had to put down, because I know that a lot of people can also relate to the fact that, you know, like we go, life is a battle on its own. Life on itself is a battle. Personal battles and wars outside of your personal self. So I was actually in that moment, you know what I'm saying? So I needed to create something that would suit, and I'm very grateful I did that music, because a lot of people love it, you know, and they can relate to sending a prayer to those who don't believe you, to the naysayers, to those who want to bring you down, because in everything we do, somebody is somewhere wanting to bring us down. No matter what, no matter where. Even Jesus Christ had the devil tempting him so many times just to make sure he falls off his calling. We see in the Bible when he went on the mount to pray, he came to say, take bread, blah, 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 blah. So life, Ankasano, you have to always know that you are fighting against not only flesh and blood, but principality and powers and spirits and forces in high places, you know, and rulers of the earth. So for me, I think and create around those ends, and we send them a prayer, because in the end, it's the Almighty is the only one, you know, to protect and guide. So that's why I did that song, Send Them a Prayer. Send me a prayer for me enemies, though them want my failure. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer. Yeah, man, you don't know, you know. Beep.
The EP is a fusion of energetic beats and meaningful lyrics, and according to Stonebwoy, the receptions has been wonderful since its release.
It's amazing. Torture EP is blazing everywhere. It's torturing. As far as I'm concerned, like I performed one of the songs off the Torture EP, Giddy Giddy, and it's like it came out like a year ago, because the people know it, the vibe, the energy. And of course, I don't have anything else to give the people but good music and continuous hard work. So yeah, man.
With Torture, Stonebwoy proves once again why he is the originator of Afro dancehall in Africa.
Drop some line for us. That's right.
Joy News. Namon call my joy online because yapon.
Thank you so much for your time. Bye.